All right. The screen says we are live, and already my friend Chris is back in to say hello. Hello, Chris. This will be good. Looking forward to the info. I'm going to Brazil next year for Carnival, and I need to know as much as possible. Hey, man, I hope we can give you our insights, but we don't have any definite answers. But here's what we got for you so far. Let me start this way. Marie, you're new to the channel, but I want you to say hello, and you have to be loud because your microphone is low. Tell them who you are, how we met, and your connection to Brazil.
So, hello everybody. I'm a French citizen in Brazil for 2 years. I work in a French organization with social impact on the communities in São Paulo. And we met expats, black expats on Facebook. And I don't know what to say more.
We already got a couple of heated exchanges. You know, brother, that is utterly insane to still have Carnival during this time of COVID-19. That president is really trying to kill people. You know, there are a lot of complexities in Carnival that I really want to get into. Let me back up for a second. I want everybody to say hello to Beatriz. We all remember her. She comes in and reminds me of just how bad my Portuguese is.
Hello, guys. How are you doing? Yeah, I think that we should discuss this Carnival issue in Portuguese, but let's do it in English so Yusef can be more comfortable with that.
Oh, wow. That's just dirty. That's just dirty. But I mean, I guess I earned it because, you know, as I said, I spend too much time in the English world and not enough time totally Portuguese. And I have to do more of that, you know, spending days where I'm only going in on my Portuguese, because when I start out speaking Portuguese in the morning, I'm fine, but I'm not good enough to be able to switch back and forth very easily yet. That's my problem.
No problem.
So let's do this. What we have right now is, oh, wow, somebody's dog in their apartment just went a little crazy out there. Here's where we are. Right now, we are, do you guys hear that? Wow. Yeah. Oh, before I forget, I want to make sure everybody remembers to definitely go check out Beatriz on her Instagram, because she does a lot of great things and she does a lot of helping people explore the Afro and Brazilian diaspora. And I want everybody to make it a point to go into her Instagram. I'm going to post it here. I want everybody to follow her as well. So here's her. Wow, this stuff. I'm going to mute myself in a minute.
So guys, I'm going to talk about my company. You can check my Instagram. It's Brafrica_viagens. Viagens means travel in Portuguese. So we do the Black travel movement over here in Brazil. And today is Mandela's Day. So that's why we have posting our visit to Mandela Squares in Johannesburg. But meanwhile, while we are here doing the quarantena because of COVID, we are just reading books about Mandela and not really traveling. Your microphone is still mute.
Sorry, got it. Okay. I just read an article that talked about the Federation of Samba Schools and Dance Schools saying they are not going to in any way approve any of the ensayos or practices, because what people don't understand is Carnival is not just in February. Carnival starts, when does Carnival preparation start, in your opinion?
The Samba schools at the middle of the year, like right now, it should be starting. Because to Samba schools, you have, first of all, you have to choose the music and the drums. So you have like a small competition inside of each schools at first to choose what it's going to be the song that they will sing in the next carnival. So right now should starting this competition, and then after is starting the training. So it starts like in the middle of the year.
And for people who don't know, my favorite part of Carnival is not Carnival. It's now. It's July, August, September, October, November, because I love going to and listening to the ensayos.
Yeah.
Maria, can you tell me what ensayo means?
Training. It's like train. It's really a training. They play over and over and over and over and over and over again the music, and people dance, and people is the same song. Yeah, the same song. And people also train the movements that they are going to dance in the avenue. Like we call the place where the schools goes, we call avenue. So they start to do all the choreography and train the choreography. So by February, everyone knows the lyrics, the music, the drums by heart.
And here's the problem. You can't have a good, and by the way, they don't just practice the same things. When you come to the early ensayos, you listen as they play lots of music to figure out which one they want.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. Listening to all kinds of different music.
There is a ritual. It's like a ritual. You know, because like you're not just getting in the ensayo and they start to play the drums and the music. You go, and then there is samba going around, and maybe a live people playing a live samba, and then people starts to arrive, and then there's all, you know, like a lot of process doing training during an ensayo. So it's very funny. It's very, very, very enjoyable. And I have to say that it's my favorite part of Carnival is the ensayos as well.
Yeah. Marie, what about you?
I agree with you guys, because ensayos, they give me life. Like every Sunday when it happens, or other days, depends on the school. I love to go there to mingle. You meet with friends. There is old songs playing too over years before, and the new song. The competition has been so sad. People choose the main song, and then it's like a big party every week. I think it's like it's the soul, really. You're the base, the soul, the soul foundation of the whole concept of Carnival. It starts there. So for me, really, it's one of the best parts of the competition, the celebration.
Yeah.
And so now we're in a situation where we won't have that time to practice. We won't have that time to see all the different people doing all the things necessary to get ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how do we deal with this?
Yeah. It's, first of all, it's very, very, very sad, because as Marie said, I'm sorry, like the cars, the noise of the cars. As Marie said, it's on Sunday, and Sunday usually is quite not depressing, but you know, like Sunday evening is a day that you are getting prepared for the week, and sometimes it's a little bit depressing. So you go to Sunday school and you see your friends, you have beer and you have music, and the energy is amazing. So first of all, it's really sad for us to miss all these events during Sunday. And I really don't know how they are going to do, because they really need all this time just not to prepare themselves about music, concerning music and dancing and drums, but also to get money to make all the stuff that we see in the
Exactly.
carnival.
That's what I was going to get to.
Yeah.
Read what Charles said.
What? Sorry?
Read what Charles said.
Yeah.
So how do we deal with that? Who pays for the costumes? What is the financing for all this? And everything is going to be gone because we can't do anything. I have been to many ensayos where you pay maybe 10 to get in, and they give you a plate of food, and you listen, and you have fun for many hours. Now there is not going to be any of that.
Yes, there is a lot of ways where the money comes from. So ensayos, for example, is one of them because you pay like 10 reais. Today is like something nearby $2 to get in. And as you can see at the video, is crowd. So everyone is paying 10 reais to get in, and you have beer, you eat. So you give your money, and there is also a government support. And there is also like you buy the costume. So when you go to the avenue together with the school, you pay for your own costume. So it's also a way to get money. So this year it's really, we really don't know how things are going to be because we have this coronavirus situation, and it's not possible to be together because Carnival is about being together, is about being in the crowd, is about having funny in the crowd. So it's really uncertain.
I support all of the schools who say they will not have any events until these things are resolved, because I do not value fun over health.
Yes.
You know, I'm fortunate. I have been to many. I'm sharing with you now on the screen. We had another question, a little bit more technical, and I don't know if Marie, if this is something you wanted to go into, but read that.
Okay. I'm not like a specialist in samba dancing because it's only been 2 years that I'm practicing. But what I know is what we see the most as foreigners dancing in the samba school when they're parading is samba no pé, which is a form of samba that is danced by men and women. But I think this question comes from the fact that we see groups of women that are called passistas, and the passistas are beautiful women, and they dance samba no pé, which is a form of samba dancing. And there is several different form of samba dancing that foreigners, I think, we don't really know about.
Yeah.
So you have been dancing for 2 years. Oh, did you hear me, Marie?
What did you say?
I said you've been dancing for 2 years, correct?
I've been taking classes of samba no pé for 2 years with the professor of choreographers of Vai School. That is one of the main, if not the most important samba school in São Paulo.
Okay, wait. Now we're going political. Okay, Vai is a very nice, very big school. It is one near me. I have been to many times, but they all have something unique and something different.
Yes, but I say that because they have the most titles. So it's not even something that I say. It's just like they have the more titles. So the one of the oldest, they're nearly 100 years old, and they have more than 10 or 13 titles, I think.
And it's one of the blackest as well.
Yeah, and it's one of the blackest. So for me, it's gonna be like more something near my heart, close to my heart, seeing like my people, thriving and having like this fun about putting the culture, black Brazilian culture ahead. And
okay, that's a fair statement. That's a very fair statement. So right now, have you heard anything from your school, from your people about what they want to do?
They say they are going to wait. That's what they say officially right now. They're waiting for the decision of the Liga, which is the Samba League. I don't know how to compare it. Like you have the football league in Europe, you have NFL in the US, and you have Samba schools have a league in Rio de Janeiro, in São Paulo, and we wait for the decision. What are they going to do? Are they going to move it? Are they going to cancel it? So right now they just said, don't believe what you hear. Nothing is decided. That's what they said this week. We're just waiting for development.
And that's the problem. Everyone believes that they know a little bit of what the truth is and what's going to happen and who. It's all rumors. No one knows. No one knows.
Statement, the league too, the Liga SP too, they published a statement, and the by school and other school too, to say, don't believe the rumors. We did not, we have not decided yet. So we're just waiting and see how, if it is possible, how, if it's not possible, what are we going to do? So for real, right now, I'm sorry for those who have planned to travel, but it's very, I think I can advise it's better to wait and see what is going to be, because for real, the situation of COVID is international. It's impossible to have a sense of what will happen then.
And now we have a situation where it's not only the people in Brazil, it is directly affecting who will come, because tourism for many places now, if you live in Sao Paulo, if you live in Rio, your city will be okay. But there are many smaller cities who make all the money they will make in 1 year in Carnival season.
Yes.
And those cities,
it's a money issue as well.
Those cities, some of them could literally just go bankrupt.
Yeah.
They could literally run out. I'll show you guys something that I read, and there's also a small podcast. Check this out. There's an article at a website called Brazilian.report. It's a very interesting website. They have a lot of different insights on Brazil. So I suggest everybody go look at that. They also have a very small 13-minute audio there in English.
Yes. And there's a point, because Carnival, the way Carnival in São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, the way we were talking about schools and school league and everything, and the trainings, they are just one type to enjoy the Carnival, one type of Carnival. But there is other types, like there is we call a Carnival block that enjoys the street. They go on the street. So in these smaller towns, you have some very traditional Carnival blocks, and they are the main attraction during Carnival. So you have all these other movements that are on the street. They are smaller, but they still take a lot of people. They still movement a lot the economy of the city. So it's also a problem to them, because like here in São Paulo, we have this big Carnival. It's smaller comparing with Rio de Janeiro, the school league and everything. The school leagues in Rio de Janeiro, they are more traditional than in São Paulo. But the street Carnival here in São Paulo is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I dare to say that it's getting bigger than Rio de Janeiro. So you have thousands of blocks, Carnival blocks, that goes around the street like 7 days, every day, every time, and you can just go on the street and enjoy. And once you are on the street, like, you are moving as a mass. you know, so you are really sweating this the people's body. So it's really unthinkable how it's going to be during these coronavirus times. So
And that's the problem, because there is no way to have social distancing with Carnival. That's impossible. That's not something that
But
will
Carnival
ever
is
happen.
anti-social distancing. It's like two words that are opposed because you cannot Carnival doesn't go with this only this word. So it's for me it's like impossible. Oh, as you guys said, imagining another way of doing of making it. But I don't think it could happen this way because it's not Carnival. It's another thing. I don't know what, but it's not Carnival.
I
But
completely
now,
agree.
Yes, for real.
I agree.
but now they want to move Carnival to another day, and which is better, to try to move Carnival to March or April, or to wait 1 year? Yeah.
For me, I, for real, I don't really have an answer because for me, I don't see the end of this pandemic situation. For me, the solution is like treatment for everybody. That is fine because the way Brazilians people live, even apart from Carnival, like samba, or it's always something festival. So there has to be a treatment because you can postpone, but as long as the situation is not fixed, I don't see how everything is going to happen, will be able to happen, and Carnival included. That's how I see it. For me, for Brazil, I just wait for treatment or vaccine or something.
Yeah. And
That's it.
Carnival, all the industry of Carnival, they are a very complex industry.
What do you mean
So
complex?
really complex. So you need time and I forgot the word planejamento. It's like
Planning?
planning,
Planning.
planning. Yeah, planning. You have a lot of planning to make all that beautiful cars, that beautiful costumes that we see. They need time to get ready. They need time, and you know, like it's about planning. So if you say, "Ah, okay, we are going to postpone to April," then people will start to work with this deadline, and then there is no vaccine in April, so there is no way to do the carnival. You know. So it's really something that we have. Okay, there is a vaccine that it's working. There is a vaccine that it's going to be given to everybody, and then we have a date to. We have a perfect time to start to plan the carnival. So maybe next year, carnival is going to be in November, December. We don't know. We can almost spend 1 year without carnival, but how it's going to be the mental health of Brazilians, I really
That's
don't
what I'm
know.
talking about. That's
My
what.
mental health is not already fine, you know, because all this situation. So next year, without carnival, I really don't know. Like we are going to be, I don't know.
I understand Beatrice so much because I'm not Brazilian, but like I integrated, like for me the way of life, Brazilian way of life, I made it mine, and I feel like her, like I feel bad. I'm like I cannot go to any roda de samba or the littlest something, a bar open and people dancing in the sidewalk. Just that. There is nothing. And for Brazilian, I think it's worst. I think they're gonna go crazy. I give them the end of this year, they're gonna go crazy.
I agree. I agree. We go crazy. We go
Yeah,
crazy. We
because
go
Carnival,
sad. We go
Carnival
all
is a
bad things.
release. Carnival is a release. Carnival is something you always look forward to. What you can do after Carnival or during Carnival, and
Yeah, people talk like just before Carnival or after Carnival, or we see each other during Carnival, like it's a time of the year, like New Year for Brazilian.
And you know what? Like now, as Yusef said, right now we are suffering because we were supposed to start to enjoy Carnival right now during winter time. So it's not like it's 7 days party and 7 days going crazy. No, we go like just a little bit crazy every Sunday and at least two times each month until we get crazy 7 days, 24 hours. So it's a relief like that we give every weekend. So you have some schools, you have a bar with sometimes three or four people playing, and you go there, you see, and you move your body, and then you go home. It's already fine for you to spend all this stressing week working and doing everything. So we have nothing like this. So we Brazilians, we are suffering a lot.
Because what you said, Beatrice, you talked about the 3-4 people. I think you talking about the Rodati samba with musicians playing in restaurants or bars. And everybody, Yusef, that everybody knows the lyrics. Everybody. Like me, I play it along. I do like I know, like because everybody it's like almost a judge if you don't know it. And it brings an energy, it brings the soul, all this culture of Carnival and samba, it comes from this, the roots. So for me, it's it's unfortunate. The situation is unfortunate as a whole, but especially for Brazilian culture and customs and tourism economy is very difficult. For me, I pray for Brazil because we have to get through this,
Yeah. And that's the problem. It's like, what do we do? Because it's not just the big things like Carnival, it's the small things like being able to go to a simple restaurant. That the part of Brazil that I loved was I was able to simply enjoy being, how would I put it, social often. And that's a difficult situation. So my other question for you is this. First, can you read the comment here?
I am a subscriber to a channel that features Aware Samba de Roda. I do not speak Portuguese, but I like the energy of the dancing. What is the story of Samba de Roda and where does it take place? Very complex question.
I have some friends who come by to the channel, and what they will do, they will always come by, and I have some professors of music that are friends. I'm going to save that video. They come by, and sometimes we do concerts. And I'll show you. Let's see.
And you know what? This is something fun because every time there is some person from abroad with me, they are always like, "Oh my God, you know all the lyrics. How is that possible?" But like we listen the same songs since we born. So my father, my parents, everywhere. And even if you don't like samba, because I had my time as a teenager, like a very angry teenager girl, I was like, I don't like samba. I like to listening to rock and roll and all this stuff. But it's impossible. You just learn all the time. And the lyric, and I think that samba is so special and so warming because the lyrics are easy and you repeat a lot of times the lyrics and they are very emotional.
All the lyrics for me, I never seen that in my life. Like 15 songs, 25 songs, everybody singing, every lyrics, no lie, lyrics for real, actually, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want everybody to check that out. I'm going to have my friends who do concerts with me here come back, and they're going to answer that question. We're going to talk about it again next week.
Yeah. I think it's better someone who really understands about the history and everything, because what I'm going to say is too simple.
Here, I'll show you. Hold on. I'll show you some of the video from our last one. And by the way, for everybody who hasn't, and thank you, BK, make sure you click subscribe. Our channel has grown because we talk about 3 different things here. We talk about world travel, not just my life in Brazil, but my friends who live all over the world. We talk about my favorite subject, which is money. We talk about how to have the money to do the things that you want, avoiding money traps. But we also talk about social issues. And I think today falls into 2 categories. It falls into that whole social issues, and it also falls into the world travel. But yeah, I wish all of you guys could come by and check out when they do our concerts with us. We have a lot of really great Brazilian music history lessons with Liminstrel and Alisa Sanders. So make sure you click the subscribe button. Boom, boom, boom. There was one other thing that ENTP Life said. He said, I don't think Carnival will be canceled. I think people will celebrate, canceled or not. I don't necessarily believe that will be true because there will be enforcement. First of all, it's going to be very hard to have any kind of a celebration without the cooperation of the city, where you can go, where it's blocked off, where you can have things. It's not like you can simply decide to do it. You can't just on your own. I mean, maybe your friends and family in your backyard, but I would actually think that those people would be viewed as irresponsible. I think those people would be viewed as irresponsible if the decisions came down to say, we need to be safe. We need to not have these things outdoors and wait a year. It'll be harsh. What'd you say?
I'm sorry. Even though you do something in your back garden or inside of your flat, your neighborhood will call the police. Because right now we are doing that. Like, people are watching what your neighborhood is doing, because you know that if they are not safe, you are not safe as well. So, and Carnival is something that doesn't happen alone and doesn't happen just you and your friends. So it's all a movement. It's really what Yusef said. Like, it's really difficult to have Carnival without cooperation of the government, of the state. So people are going to celebrate in their sofas, listening to music and crying and drinking caipirinha or beer, or but it's not going to be as happy as it really is. I'm sad. I'm a sad girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah. She's talking. I'm like, here. I want to cry. I'm like, oh my god, because
I have my paper over here.
Was so in São Paulo, in all those cities, it's so incredible. I don't have words for what's happening this time. And then hear you talking about it, like, we stay home, drink some veja home in front of a YouTube live of I don't know who. No, I'm sorry, no. I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, it's really sad.
It's painful because it's something that I didn't realize that even after I've only been here, I've lived in Brazil for about 5 years, but it's already become just a part of who I am. Yeah. I'm that guy. I start calling my friends on like Wednesday saying, okay, there's an ensayo Friday night here, Saturday here, and then we can go to 2 on Sunday here. And they're like, I can go to 1 with you. And I'm just, it just, for me, it's the best.
And even though when you don't feel like going, it's okay, because like next Sunday there is again.
Yeah.
And now I feel guilty for every party, every samba that I didn't went. Like that I was like, I'm lazy. Now I'm feeling guilty. I should have been there, because how that 1 year without going. So it's really too painful. So yeah, I regret all the samba trainings, all the forros, all the parties that I said no. I should say yes.
Go.
So for the people listening,
Yourself and you go more.
Yeah, no,
when your friends invite you, you must go.
yeah, yes. And you know what? We have the Peste Negra over here in 100 years ago. And there is an article, but it's in Portuguese, saying that the carnival after the Peste Negra was the biggest carnival in Rio de Janeiro because it was like that. People had to be at their house. A lot of people died, especially in Rio de Janeiro. But the carnival after that was crazy. It was like people going out the street. So it can take longer for us to have this carnival, but when we have this carnival, if you are from every part of the world, you should be here because you will see Brazilians really celebrating like in like a very hard and a very high stand of celebrity. So it's going to be completely crazy. Me myself, I will go to all the parties, all the carnivals. I will spend the whole week on the street. I don't want to come back home, it's something like this.
Do you know this phrase?
It's so true.
Yeah.
You don't know what you got till it's gone. That's
so true.
I almost forgot that BK put this here earlier. I want to show everybody something because something very interesting has been happening with my life in Brazil. And I tell people this on every video. I always make it a point to mention it because a lot of people have needed my help. I've lived outside of the United States for most of my life. And once I got to Brazil, this became one of the places where people didn't just want to visit. They wanted to learn how to live here. So after a few years, I learned more and more about it. And something I've done privately, but now I do publicly, is this. I'll show you. Expat relocation services for Americans. I've been helping people do visa, residency, permit applications, processing their IDs, CNPJs, CPF numbers, all those things that you need to live here legally. My company has started doing that for people. And I've had a lot of success with it. I tell everybody all the time, it's not simple and it's not fast, but anyone who promised you that it will be is lying. But I have quite a bit of, this is what I always tell people as well, to go down and look at, and anyone, this is not just me, don't let your history be a mystery. Look at recommendations and look at what other business professionals are willing to say about someone before you trust them. And if anybody wants to catch me on LinkedIn or look at my references or the things that I've done, I'm proud to be able to say I've helped a lot of Americans figure out how to get out of America and into Brazil. So, link. I can't type and talk at the same time, so when I'm typing, I have to look at the keyboard. There we go. Hey, hello, brother Charles Wade, good buddy of mine. Carnival seems amazing due to COVID. I'll have to wait a while to experience it. So interview. You weren't here earlier. You got to go back to the beginning or here, I'll tell you what. Scroll up in the comments, Charles, and go to, hold on, I'm going to show you. Where is it? There.
Yusef
go there.
Yusef has a lot of videos you can enjoy at his channel.
Yeah, I put whenever I go to ensayos, I try to remember to video maybe 5 or 10 minutes to show people what it's like. So go there, Charles, look at those, enjoy, listen, turn the volume loud.
I want to ask you something, both of you, Black people who are not from Brazil. Like when you feel the drums starting to play, do you have like, how you call this? Like when
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps?
Goosebumps. It's a strange name, but yes.
You have, and you feel it beating in your heart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, my husband is a percussionist.
Yes.
So
and a very good one.
Thank you. When it goes to ensayo, it goes directly to the how can I say it in English? Percussive section.
Bateria.
Baterias, yes, but in English I don't know how to say it. The
drum section.
But it's not just drums; it's a special kind of drums.
Yeah.
You can't explain.
There, and you just feel it in his body, entirely.
Your bones.
It's crazy. And me, I'm of African origins. My parents, they were born in Congo. So when I hear there are rhythm in samba that reminds me of rhythms that exist in the village of my grandparents, So I hear it, I'm almost crying, like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. I cry. Like, it's not difficult to cry during a Samba school training because it's really, really emotional. Like, you feel the music with your whole body.
Distance and years, all those things, they did nothing to this rhythm, So I'm like, I feel like home. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? They're talking to ancestors. What are they doing? It's crazy. Crazy.
We have a quick question for you, Beatrice. Read this.
Does Bravka have an email address? Can she expand a little bit about the service they offer for people waiting to visit Black diaspora and areas of Brazil? Yes. Okay. So please, Yusef, if you can write my email, it's contato, CONTATE.
Wait.
I can. I'm not sure if I can write.
Is it there or no?
No, it's at a link. But I think I'm going to write over here.
Just so y'all know, I didn't use yet the service of Beatrice, but I plan to. And I have friends. I know she's amazing. I have friends that already used it, and they're so happy to have experienced it with her. She's a professional. She knows what she's talking about, and she knows what we're looking for as Black people visiting Brazil. So, great.
Thank you very much, Marie. Yes. So, and yes, if you want to come to Brazil and to explore and see and live a little bit of the Brazilian diaspora, be welcome. Talk with us. You can choose São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, or Bahia. We are able to work in these three main states. So it's going to be my pleasure to receive you and to create like all the experience that you want to have to enjoy your vacations or to do some work if you are going here to explore and do some studies. So you're gonna be very welcome. I think that Yusef can also talk about it because we were working with this.
Well, COVID. Yeah. Beatriz and I had a big business deal together, and we had a lot of things going. And COVID just. But it was not her fault or my fault. It was just. Yeah.
I get it.
Hold on a second. Chris Trips, thank you. You said, I never thought so hard about living in another country since this pandemic has hit. People like me, Tailor-Made Dreams, Andre and Andrea from Love Crossing Borders have motivated me to look into moving abroad. Chris, email me. Have we spoken? Email me your phone number. I'm going to give you my email address. It's
Yes. It's tough times, right? Tough
email
times.
me your phone number, and I'm going to give you a call, Chris. We need to talk. Because, and here, I'll show you guys something else that I do, because I try to talk about it as often as possible, because it's been it has helped me as I've been able to really help other people. I have a Patreon site, and on my Patreon site, I tell people all the time, Patreon is a lot less fun than my than my YouTube. This is where I put technical information on how to live the life abroad. I'll put a contact link in there, but this is where people come to for information on, for example, how to get your passport and identification and all your government certifications before you leave the United States. This is where I put, people hear me talk about money. This is where I put the technical information on how I save, how I invest, what the things that have helped me to achieve financial success have been, how to go to different countries, how to conduct business in different countries. And I tell people this all the time. Patreon is not as much fun as YouTube. That's not what this is for. This is for people who want the technical information on how I've managed to live in 15 countries around the world profitably and some of the methods that I've used to do it. This is a big one. This is probably my most popular one. It's how to get background checks for immigration and expat visas. That's something most people don't think about. And Chris, we're going to talk about this when you talk to me as well. A lot of people don't know about that. A lot of people don't know about that. So what I'm going to do is, no problem. So what I'm going to put here is, less fun, more technical. There. And I'm here to help. You know, I've been able to really make Brazil my new home. You know, people always ask me, they say, well, what? You know, you're a traveling man. You live with your backpack. Are you going to go to other countries? I say, of course I am. But when I'm done, I'm coming back to Brazil. I'm not going back to the United States. So,
yeah.
You know, there was a time when I remember at the beginning of the COVID, the United States issued a warning and said everyone outside the United States needs to come back because we don't know what's going to happen. I don't know anyone who went back to the United States that's happy about it. And that's not just my friends that left Brazil. I have friends that have left. Where was I before this? I was in China before this, Malaysia, Singapore, all those countries. Every single one of those places did a better job at protecting them. Oh,
but here we are facing some really tough times.
Like, not as bad as America.
You think? Like, I think that we are like this.
Let me do this. Do you and your husband have social media to share about his music and work?
I don't know where to write it.
Are you? Oh, you're on your phone. Okay, tell me. Just say it, and I'm going to type it.
Okay, to find my husband, I'm losing my words on this. I'm managing to his social media account. Yeah. So you can
wait. Now your voice is going out. Can you hear her, Beatriz?
Hello?
No, yeah, I can hear, but it's difficult to understand.
Okay, so I do it again. I manage my husband's social media too. So him, you can find him BORISPERCUS on Instagram. You can find him on Facebook. You can find
Wait. Say again. BORISPERCUS. I've never said that in English. BORISBERCUS.
BORIS. P like Patrick. ERCUS.
Boris Hene?
Boris Percus, like percussion. Boris.
Got it. Okay, here we are.
I got it. If you want, I can type it over here because I already found like Boris Percus. It's like this. Yes.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, well, make sure you tell him to follow me back.
I'll follow because I manage it. So I'll follow back.
Awesome. Really awesome. Women's managing. Thank you, Beatrice. Please, picture.
We also have a lot of discussions about a lot of different social issues. One of the big privileges of living here is you get to learn things in both ways. What some of the people who know me know is I have made a decision that I will not be qualified to make a serious opinion on how things should be done until I can make that opinion in Portuguese to understand that I understand the nuances of what I am discussing. One of the things that I chose not to take with me was the American arrogance that I can have an opinion on things that I don't truly understand yet. I know what I know, but I don't know what I don't know. So what I do in what I do to help is I hire Black people and I work with Black people. See, that way I don't have to worry about the politics of any individual country where I'm in.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Parabéns.
Yeah. You should follow. Awesome.
So you know what we'll do is let's take a quick look at that.
So Marie, your Sunday school carnival from your heart is Vai Vai?
It's Vai Vai. In São Paulo, it's Vai
Vai
Vai.
Vai. Mine as well. Mine as well. Yeah. And yours, Yusef? One, two.
Wait, let me think. Wait, hold on. Wait, while I'm thinking, here, let me show you this.
Ah, okay. Awesome.
I would probably, yeah, I hope everybody gets a chance to see that.
Oh.
I would probably say where I have gone and had the most fun Sociedade Rosas de Ouro.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. And I don't get to go as much as I would like to.
Okay. I've never been there.
Oh, well, we'll have to go.
Yes, I will for sure. I will go in all the schools.
You know,
I've been there twice, and I like it because it's very different from Vai Vai. We can participate. When I go there, I dance with all the people. You dance, you sing, you follow. It's very different. Vai Vai is like very strict, serious, and professional. So you just wait on the side and watch them fly. But in Rosas de Ouro, you go yourself, you sing, you dance. And I know why you like it. I like it there too.
But now here's the thing. I think that Vai Vai and I've been going to all the different carnival places for 5 years. With Vai Vai, I feel as if these last few years, hey, hello, brother Nathan. I feel as if they have their performances have become complacent. I feel as if their performances have lacked the motivation to win, that they did before.
Yeah, they had some administration problems.
Yeah, they have problems.
Yeah, they have some administration problems, and it appears, I think, like it shows up during the trainings and everything. But I am Vai Vai.
Well, here's my thing. My friends, whenever I go visit their schools with them, they always want me to become and wear the shirt, but I haven't officially, declared with a school yet that I am going to support them. I'm still learning because there is a lot more to it. There is a lot of subtlety.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like we choose a school to support because this type of carnival is about competition.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the party, you have you see how many points, each ala, we call ala. I don't even know if this word exists in English, but each part of the school has a specific point and have to graduate like a really high point. And then there is a school who wins, and there is a school who goes to an underground level of Carnival. So Vai was last year was going up again. So I don't even know, like in football, there is like the first league, the League A, and there's the League B, like a second class league. So Vai was in the second class league and came back to the first, like to the principal league.
In the European sport, you have this, you go up and you go down. But in the North American sports, it's close. Like you have the league, and the last one they don't go down. But in European leagues, you go up, you're champion, you go up or you go down. So I think the system of some sports is the same.
Yeah. Yes.
But the problem, I think there is politics too in Carnival. So even when sometimes there is a school that does great, it doesn't win. But there is something more than just, being magnificent. There is there is stuff. And but Vai this year, I think it was not the best, but they were like, last year they did something great and they were demoted. So
yeah,
just it's
I don't think. Yes, I don't think that it was fair, but I don't think that they should win. They should have win, but I think that it's not fair what they did with Vai. But it's my opinion.
Well,
and you know what I like about Carnival? Because we spend the whole week as well. Like we spend months talking about this. It's just like football, So
wait. Give them the details. Beatrice, give them the details of how it happened.
What?
It's maybe
what happened.
Sorry? I didn't hear.
I said it made national news.
You said you don't think it is fair what happened to them. So, Beatrice, I would like you to explain so that the people watching have more of the correct information.
Okay. So, Vai, it's my school by heart, and Marie as well. And it's a very traditional school. And last year, they did a beautiful carnival, but it wasn't the best. But as well, I think it wasn't the worst. And they had like the lowest points possible, and they were undergraded to level. Huh?
They were downgraded.
Downgraded, thank you. They were downgraded to the second level schools. So, and Vai is one of the biggest winners in the Brazilian Carnival. So I think that it wasn't fair. And Vai had some administration problems. So I think that like political problems were together with samba, and then we have like a big problem.
But now we have to remember, and I didn't want this to go into samba politics, but okay, here's the problem. We know that it was not only the performance that day that caused people to lose love for Vai last year. They had some incidences of very bad behavior.
Yes.
Because remember, it's like in a jiu-jitsu academy. If you wear this jiu-jitsu academy T-shirt and you go out and you do something that is bad, even though you are not fighting jiu-jitsu, you represent your teacher, you represent your school. They will say about you, he was wearing a T-shirt from this academy. Why do the people there behave this way? Now, fair. I personally don't think some of the awards they were given were fair. But when you are the biggest person on the mountain, it is longer to fall. When you are number one, the behavior of your class and your students must be better than everybody else, not average.
Yes, I agree. You're right. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
You know, we already have to deal with so many people who have, oh, I heard rumors about this academy, rumors about this academy. But we have to be extra, you know, and as we said, being a Black academy, something that is terrible, but we must look after each other and behave even better for ourselves, not for other people, but to be the example for the next generation. You cannot have incidents happening.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think like I really hope actually that this next years, those kinds of problems which are really serious and really, how can I say, like, it's really serious, it's really, really bad, but it's really that happens a lot here in Brazil. So it's not a surprise when I say surprise, because Brazil is really, and I don't even know this word, but machista. How you say machista in English?
Can you help me, Marie?
I mean, like the men's words has more value than
machismo?
than the women's machismo. Yeah. So the men's value in the society is really higher than the woman's.
I'm very sorry.
That's a different conversation, though. You know, that's a different conversation that maybe we can have that conversation.
I'm very sorry, but I have to go.
Oh, you know what? I promised everyone we would be an hour because we all have things to do. Listen, thank you both for coming. And what we need to do, Marie, I need you to get a microphone for your thing, you know? So we need to, so when you come on, you can come from your computer, okay? And I want your husband to join us next time, okay?
Yeah.
Bye-bye, and thank you.
Bye-bye, Marie.
Okay, I'll talk to him about it.
Wow.
Bye, ciao.
Ciao.
Okay, wow.
You know, BK said this really sounds like it's ranked like Major League Baseball with different ranked classes for groups. I believe that's true. Yeah. BK, maybe we'll have a private conversation on some of the other stuff that went on, but I don't say things that I don't have evidence for. I just know that we have to have a standard. So, Beatrice, I want you to promise that as soon as you have any official information, you're going to come back and share it with us. All right?
All right.
And this sucks. This is one of those days I wish I could say, you know what? Let's go have coffee. It's just like, you know, you just always feel like, oh, let's go have some, you know, let's go have some poissons together. Let's have a snack. But
yeah, it's sunny outside. The weather is good. Like it's getting warm, at least today. But we have to stay inside and safe and far away from the coronavirus.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you for watching.